The Baltimore Blue Crabs are currently the hottest team in hockey, but they've hit a bit of a rough patch. We'll get into that next on episode 2 of This Week in Blue Crabs. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Mike. That's my brother Pat. He's the general manager of the fake Orioles, and you should check them out on YouTube as well. But right now we're going to talk about the hottest team in hockey, the Baltimore Blue Crabs. They've unfortunately hit a bit of a rough patch, as you know, Pat. We're going to start with clips from a game against the Calgary Flames.
4-on-4. You get a defenseman into the rush. If you don't score, the other team's guaranteed a 2-on-1 going back the other way.
Lets a shot fly. Score! And that's his first of the season.
He's now got that first goal of the season, Doc. Let's see if this leads to a few more for him.
Goalie to the bench. Substitution made. Terrific determination by Nash. Save there. Didn't have time, but he saved it anyway.
That was a tougher stop than it looked.
Picked up by the defense. And net open. Score!
Kachuk's goal puts this one away. Everybody should head for the exits.
That's going to be too much for them to come back from. That empty netter will seal the deal.
Pat, I guess I'll start by saying I really didn't appreciate the broadcast crew telling everybody to head for the exits there.
Twice.
As the owner, general manager of the team, when you go down 2-0, even if it's late in the game, no way, man. You stay to the end.
Yeah.
Support these guys.
Eddie and Ray both felt the need to say it.
I'm going to talk to them about it. Just can't have that. Not with what I'm trying to build here in Charm City. But 2-0 loss. I mean, really, it was a 1-0 game. Came down to an empty net in the end. Crabs had the goalie pulled. And just ran into a hot goaltender.
Yeah, it happens.
Bob was not in net for the Crabs that game. But Corpusalo, our starting goaltender for most of last season, our first season in the NHL, he did a fine job. But it was a bit of a goaltender's duel. And Darcy Kemper, former Blue Crabs goalie, he and Corpusalo were the goaltenders last year, and they were facing each other in this one. They were battling it out, and Kemper just shut us down. I'm sure he was very inspired after being dealt to Calgary last year before the trade deadline. Just a loss, you know. Still the best record in the league.
Sure.
After that, the very next day, we were playing back-to-backs. It was on to New York City to play the Rangers at MSG. And let's take a look at some clips from that one where the Crabs got out to an early lead.
Went off Sunday. Looking to Pitlick. Breakaway. Wonderful stop. Score! A ricochet. Looked like it went off a defender in front. Totally accidental. Totally legal. Laid on to Anisimov. Shoots it. Score! A power play goal. And it's a biggie.
So 2-0 Crabs in the first period. Life is good, right?
Things are looking good. Back on track.
Back on track after that loss to the Flames. 2-0 lead on the road in New York. I'll take it. And I'm thinking, hey, we're going to build on this thing. Now, let's watch the wheels fall off.
The Rangers have it along the side at mid-ice. Flings it. Save. Score! And it's a one-goal game. Not much room. It has been pretty physical, and when there are chances, the goalies have been sharp. Otten quickly back. Shot, score! And this one is tied. good with that one. Passing one off now to Nemesnikov. Good shooting place. They score! Snapping a pass to Spooner. On the outside, a shot. Score! He got the post with that. That puck cannot go into that section of the ice. They score! It's only a one-goal game now. The Rangers are skating it up at neutral ice. Propelled. He scores! New York's got it in their own end, hoping for center. Net empty. No! Directing that one to Faust. With a shot. At least he protected his goaltender. Here's the one-timer. Score! Off the iron and in.
And that's the way it ended, 5-4. Crabs get that last second goal, 4 seconds to go,
Right.
with the goalie pulled. But Bob gives up 5 goals, and a couple of them at least are ones I think he'd like to have back, the third and the fourth goal. There was a goal before that, I think it was the second Rangers goal on a wraparound where the defenseman for the Crabs just should have never let that happen. Just a collapse defensively from a team that we haven't seen that from this season.
Yeah, I think, much like the last game, you're going to get games like that, right? Like clunkers. Bob wasn't – I thought the defense was more the problem than Bob, but Bob could have helped you out with a big save here or there. But a couple of those goals, I think the third and fourth, they were still in pretty prime territory.
And it happened fast, too. In the second period, it kind of all fell apart. And, one of the goals, I think it was the fourth goal, was on the face-off immediately after the third goal.
Oh,
so
wow.
Bob barely had time to catch his breath. And also, I'm willing to give the guy a game to not be standing on his head because he's been phenomenal. Right. He was at one point he was 13-0.
Yeah, he might have 1 or 2 games like that this season,
And I know the topic that's on a lot of people's minds is, are we going to be able to sign Bob long-term in Baltimore? Because he came in on a 1-year deal, and we were able to get him for under market value, really, because there was nobody else who needed a goaltender and who had the money to spend on him. So we got him on a 1-year deal, and he's here, hoping to then sign long-term with somebody after this. And at the moment, he's not interested. Talked to him about it, reached out to his agent. He's not having it right now. Doesn't want to talk about a contract. But I'll keep you posted on that because I know that's what's on a lot of people's minds right now.
Certainly on mine.
And then, the Crabs also have one of the leading scorers in the league, a free agent acquisition. Justin Williams signed him to a 2-year deal. He's playing on the top line with the other Alex Killorn. And they've got Anisimov centering them. And that line's been on fire. And Williams is currently 3rd in the league in scoring. Crosby and Kessel are the only people ahead of him. So just like it should be, we've got Justin Williams and his amazing hair putting up equally amazing numbers here in Baltimore.
That's right.
So after that game against the Rangers, then had a couple days off, and we faced the defending Stanley Cup champion Anaheim Ducks.
Tough team.
The Ducks in 2019 won the Stanley Cup. They defeated the Washington Capitals in 7 games. The Caps were trying to repeat as Cup winners, but the Ducks got in their way. And then in this next game, after losing 2 in a row to the Flames and then to the Rangers, we were facing the Stanley Cup champs. So let's take a look at some clips from that game.
Good face-off victory there. Really quick grab. Score! A power play goal, and it's a biggie.
With the puck as he turns it over, but he's just trying to make something happen. Maybe a little too aggressive there.
Score!
All right, so here we go again. 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Crabs lead. Are you ready to watch the wheels fall off again, GM Pat?
I'm never ready, but I know it's coming, so
We have to do it.
yeah.
We'll take a look at these clips of how the rest of the game went, and then we're going to come back and talk about a few specific things that were a bunch of nonsense on the part of both the Ducks and the officials.
Around through the corner. They score! It's only a one-goal game now. Score! And this one is tied. To Lindholm. Brings the shot. Great point-blank save.
That great save was all positioning.
Anaheim's guilty of a game misconduct. And the showerhead is sprinkling. Shutout positioning by Kessler. Moving it to Killorn. Oh, what a hit that one was.
Lindholm's never been shy about staying in the guts of the game. He's a skilled player.
Score! Tie-up and help from the winger. Big hits in open ice.
Some of them.
Score! A goal on the power play.
Getzlaff's decision to let go a slap shot from there was the right one.
He's not going to have time to shoot the puck unless that pass is delivered right on the tape. That's a beauty of a pass.
All right, so another tough one, and all of a sudden the Crabs find themselves with a 3-game losing streak and really facing adversity for the first time this season, though they know adversity well because last year, in our first year, we were one of the worst teams in the league.
Right. This team's been here before where they're trying to dig themselves out of a hole. They've never been here before as a top team. We'll see if they can keep the train on the rails. But certainly they had some – last year wasn't as good of a season, but they had some bounce-back performances then, and I'm expecting one this year.
Right. It's a little bit different when you're the first-year expansion team and people go into games expecting to beat you. And now second-year team with some big free agent signings like Bob and Justin Williams – and you're suddenly the top team in the league, and you're going into games with a target on your back, which is a good segue into what I want to talk about next, which is that vicious hit we saw from Richie on the Ducks, and then he was given a 5-minute major and a game misconduct, but since then, no action from the league whatsoever. I've heard nothing. My phone's not ringing here. I got nothing. I got a guy who could have had his career ended, and this won't stand. It's not acceptable, not in my fake NHL. Let's take a look at this just
let's see it again.
Insane hit again.
To Lindholm. Brings the shot. Great point-blank save.
That great save was all positioning.
Anaheim's guilty of a game misconduct. And the showerhead is sprinkling.
All right. Take your GM of the fake Orioles hat off for a minute and be commissioner of the fake NHL that the Baltimore Blue Crabs are very much a real team in. And tell me, how many games does that guy get for that hit?
Oh, that's an easy 3-gamer.
Yep. We got nothing so far.
Yeah. Also, does he have any history in this virtual NHL of any suspensions? If so, maybe even more.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. But so far, crickets from the league, and it's pretty weak if you ask me. Also, I thought the play of my team, the Baltimore Blue Crabs, was weak after that because we end up with a 5-minute power play, and you'd think we'd be inspired, right, after seeing that garbage hit.
Fired up.
yeah, fired up, ready to go. But nope. We come out and we just nothing on the power play. In fact, we gave up a shorthanded goal. I want to show that clip again because I don't want to look at just the pathetic goal that we allowed. Good work on the part of the Ducks to take advantage of the miscues that we made on the Crabs side of things. But check out the way they were hitting.
Shutout positioning by Kessler. Moving it to Killorn. Oh, what a hit that one was.
Lindholm's never been shy about staying in the guts of the game. He's a skilled player.
Score!
Yep, you see that one right at the beginning of that clip? One of our guys got just plowed down the end.
That may have been a charge.
I think that was also a questionable hit, which,
yeah,
that plus the one with Richie, and now us not hearing anything on a suspension for him just kind of makes me feel like, are they going easy on the Ducks? Everybody's real happy. They won the Cup. They beat the Caps. And, I mean, are they getting a free pass here? Because I'm not cool with it. This is not okay. I could go on and on about this. I don't want to because we've got to move on and just get past this 3-game losing streak. We've got a tough schedule ahead. We have another game against the Caps coming up. I'm hoping that you and I can catch up again when we battle Washington because in episode 1, it was really great breaking down those clips of the Crabs game against the Caps. Those are always good games. Great regional rivalry. That's going to be coming up soon on Twitch. We'll definitely have highlights on the Fake Sports Dynasties network. And GM Pat, I know you got a lot going on with the fake Orioles these days. You guys are in yet another pennant race. I can only hope that someday the Crabs are the team that the fake Orioles are year after year. I think we've taken some big steps. We just got to rebound from this 3-game losing streak, get back to it. I'm hoping that here in season 2, we will have the first ever fake NHL playoff games in Charm City. Will you be there? Will you come? I've got seats for you in the owner's box. You're welcome to join me.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's probably a decent time of year for me to miss some games, April, May time period. Once we get into June, might get a little dicey, but certainly I'd love to come out to a Baltimore playoff hockey game.
I'd love to have you. Yeah, because as my season's heating up for the playoff run here with the Blue Crabs, your fake Orioles season is just kicking off and you're following the team closely, but most of your hard work comes a little later on.
Right. I can always get away for an evening.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you getting away from things in the warehouse to join me on this show this week in Blue Crabs, and we'll see everyone next time.
Go Crabs.
Go Crabs. Thanks, GM Pat.